Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we completed another scenario, Nobody's Heroes, which was amusing but also slightly depressing in its own way. Now it's time to move on to the next scenario we got, and this one is another one made by Calandon. Specifically... Yes, shut up. Specifically, it is... the magic. The people are one with the land, and the land is one with the magic. And you can control the magic. Let's find out what the hell this is all about. The people are one with the land, and the land is one with the magic. The magic flows through the people, through all joyously alive, from the highest peaks to the bottomless depths of the fruitful sea. The magic is the energy of life, though most insensate cannot feel its rapturous embrace. It gives them vigor and strength, but they know of it not. Some, innately attuned to the magical powers, feel the pulse of the magic, like a drum keeping time with the heartbeats of all life, and feel the channels and rivulets of the magic's course through time. These sensitives prize their gift, for they know when to plant and when to harvest, when to marry and when to birth, and the fit times and meet places of all things. They guide and interpret and advise. A few, a rare, blessed few, not only feel the magic, but can influence it. They can change its course, move it, manipulate it. You, young as you are, have just learned that you are such, and you must learn to wield this awesome power. The people are one with the land, and the land is one with the magic. And you can control the magic. Alright then, let me just drop all this stuff over here. Alright then, the farm. In this country house you grew up. You were the 4 eldest of 6 children, tending the farm. Your brother Richie and sister Katie play in the hall, still too young to understand much of what is happening to you today. Your parents are in the kitchen, fretting, though trying hard not to show it. They know more of the magic than you do, though they cannot sense it at all. You think they know where you are going and what you will do there, though they will not tell you. You feel a strong urge to bid farewell to each member of your family, for you cannot be certain when you will see them again. The journey is long and uncertain, or so you have been told. So we've got a family here, and we're part of that. Let's just say Bonnie and Draco were adopted. Your little sister Katie is playing on the floor with your brother Richie. They are playing a board game. They are both a good deal younger than you are, and they don't really understand what is happening today. Nonetheless, you feel the need to say goodbye. What are you playing? Rungs and adders, Katie says. My piece is here, and Richie's piece is here. As she points to it, she nudges it back a space, to which Richie responds by screaming, "She's cheating!" And we roll dice to see how far we can move each turn. You gently move Richie's piece back to the proper space, and Katie continues. The rungs take you up a few spaces, and the adders move you back. Katie confides in you in a loud whisper that Richie can plainly hear. I'm winning. That's because she's cheating. Are you cheating? No, Katie says. Richie glares daggers at her, but she shakes her head firmly. Then she whispers into your ear quietly enough that Richie can't hear her. Okay, yes, I am, but only because it drives Richie crazy, and he's funny when he's upset. If that's true, Richie must be very funny when while he's playing this game. Listen, Katie, I'm leaving. I know. Come back and visit as soon as you can, okay? I love you, and I'm going to miss you. She smiles sweetly. You tell her goodbye and give her a hug. Your little brother Richie is playing on the floor with your sister Katie. They are playing a board game. They are both a good deal younger than you are, and they don't really understand what is happening today. Nonetheless, you feel the need to say goodbye. What are you playing? Rungs and adders. I roll the dice, and then I move my piece up the board, but Katie's cheating. I'm not. It's fun. Want to play? You politely decline. Listen, Richie, I'm going to have to leave today. Leave? Where are you going? You begin to explain, but Richie interrupts you. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Have fun with the senatives, sensimivives, whatevers. He doesn't seem to understand, but it may be better that he doesn't. You'll miss him. You're not sure when you'll get to see him again. Even though this is, oh, look at that. Wine. And more wine. This must be the parents' house. Why do they have wine? Board game. Robes, cloaks. Actually, yeah, taking a cloak, why not? Come on, it's cold out there in the wide, cold world. Only makes sense. They'd want us to have a cloak. Your mother stands amid cooking pots and food stores. She is preparing something, probably some food for Katie and Richie. She has always been an amazing cook. You'll miss her cooking, no matter what they feed you among the sensitives. What are you making? Soup! It's vegetable soup. All of the vegetables we planted outside are growing well. We've been fortunate since... well... She doesn't finish the thought, but she doesn't have to. You know what she means. The plants outside have grown well since you started to manifest your powers. Your family has been very lucky because you have been unconsciously controlling the magic. Would you like to have some soup before you go? You can hardly refuse. You take a few small spoonfuls. It is delicious, as it always is. Do you know what is going to happen to me? They're going to take you away, and when you come back, you're going to come back different, and we won't know you, your mother says, slowly and sadly. You suppose it is true. Whatever you learn out there will change you. You would not realize that you would become a stranger to your parents, who have taken care of you all your life, but it seems to be an inevitable consequence of coming into your own powers. Growing up apart from them will make you a new person. Goodbye, Mother. She is visibly holding back tears, but she hugs you. Stay safe, and make sure to eat enough. Be true to yourself, and come back and visit whenever you can, okay? You agree to do just that. Goodbye, she says. Your father sits at the kitchen table, eating. He looks anxious. He knows that today is the day. He has discussed it with you only a little, leaving you to wonder how much he knows of what will happen to you. What are you eating? A small steak, your father replies. Hunting was good this morning. It has always been good, ever since... He doesn't finish the sentence, but you know what he meant. Ever since you started manifesting your powers, you can control the magic, and the magic guides the animals as well as the humans. Hunting has been good since you began to be lucky. Do you know what's going to happen to me? The sensitive told me not to say anything, and truthfully I know very little more than you do. They will take you and they will teach you. That is all you need to know right now. Goodbye, Father. Your father looks deep into your eyes. Go out there and make your mother and me proud. I know you will do great things. I know that you will be the best that you can be. He smiles, though his eyes show sadness too. Goodbye. Farewell indeed. Suppose that's all we have there. Through this door goes your path, to the city, to the mountain, to the heart of the island, along the roads of the magic. Though you are hardly ready, it seems the wait is over. If you have the courage, you may step through the door and toward your fate. There is a messenger from the sensitives, those who can feel the magic, just at the edge of the farm, waiting for you. Do you step out and greet him? Yes. Some days passed, a sensitive came to your farm and discovered you. No test was necessary. With just a look, he knew. He detected the magic that courses through your veins, as it does through all others, but that also obeys your will. Yet the strangest part of it was not that he knew without even speaking. The strangest part was that you knew that he would come, that he would find you that day, though you did not know that you knew until after it happened. This is that sensitive. He has returned to take you away from here, away from this farm, away from your family and old life. To what? You don't know. It is time to go. Are you ready? Yes. Good. Follow me. We go north. The sensitive is gone. He said to go north, so north you will go. I'm just going to look around the farm first, because it's what I do. Even though we're probably not ever going to come back here, it's what I do. Ah! Ah! Don't know why there's poison out back there. Well, let's go out. and explore around as I do. This is an abandoned farmhouse. Once, when you were very young, an old man lived here, but he passed away long ago. In the meantime, nothing remains here but memories. As you approach the bridge, you see in the distance your neighbor, Sophia. She is a kindly woman who you have known since childhood. She lives on the coast of the island, and you consider stopping by her home. You approach a small farm on the coast of the island. A middle-aged widow named Sophia lives here. She has been your nearest neighbor, in truth your only neighbor, since your childhood. She appears to be fishing down by her docks. And I suppose we will speak with her. After I look around a bit, because it's what I do. You know me. Oop, didn't mean that to happen. Okay, usually I guess there's no choice here. Sophia is much as you remember, a woman of about 45 with a kindly face and graying hair that was once a light brown. She smiles at you as you approach, as she always has, though her smile is always tinged with sadness. Oh, good. I was hoping you would come by. I have a favor I wanted to ask you. What favor do you want to ask? I have a message that needs carrying to the city to the north, the city of Barze. Can you do this for me? There's a small reward. She smiles again. In her youth, that smile probably inflamed many men's hearts. Today, it could still charm many. Of course. I'm headed north right now anyway. Great! She fishes a small envelope out of a pocket. I need this message delivered to Ethan in the city of Barze. There's a grove in the southwest part of town. Look for him there. He likes to walk in the trees. She hands you the envelope. You can sense that it is magically sealed, but you do not know enough to open it even if you wanted to. Instead, you pocket it. I haven't delivered your message yet. Oh, that's fine. There's no hurry. Just be sure that you do. Remember, head north to the city of Barze and give it to Ethan. He usually spends his time in the grove in the southwest part of town. Something we can certainly do. Why would we not? Sure, we can control the magic, but that doesn't mean we're going to be evil and not help out people. Hell, the magic means we can actually help out people more, most likely. As long as we, you know, don't end up going overboard or anything. Just grab a little food. You are glad to be doing a favor for Sophia. She has long been a family friend, and you have often cared for her. She is a sweet lady, but often sad. She married young and lived happily here with her husband for many years, but when you were very young, he died. They never had children, so she has lived alone here ever since. She seems content enough most of the time, but she is always a little sad, and you have wondered sometimes what she sees when she stares off into the ocean. You've never asked, though, because you do not want to make her even sadder. Hopefully she will get good news in response to her message. It may bring another smile to her face. One can only hope. I am curious about what's further to the west on this island. You approach this house on the less inhabited side of the island and find that it contains an occupant. He introduces himself as Jaden and asks if you will do a favor for him. My neighbor, Olivia, who lives to the west of here, has some herbs that I would like to use for cooking. She's on the other side of the river, though, and the trees have overgrown the path around, so I can't get there. Will you get the herbs for me? How do you respond? Accept the task. Thank you. Remember, she lives across the river to the west. You can't get there directly from here, but you may find some other way around if you travel this island enough. Ah, this must be the river he meant. Ah! He mentioned trees had overgrown the path around, which... Ah! Yes, I see what he meant. Alright, well, no way through there. Now I wonder if the magic is something that'll help us out here. Before you is an aged bridge, severed in half by its own antiquity. Beside it, a house, humble but sturdy, sits on the bank of the slow-moving river. In the clearing, the sensitive awaits. You approach him. You are here. Good. Follow me. The bridge is broken. You must fix it. Perplexed, you try to understand the strange import of these simple words. You have grown up on a farm, tending cows and chickens. You do not know how to repair a bridge. How? Use the magic. This is no more enlightening. Sometimes in your life you have been lucky. Things that you have wanted have just happened. Things that seemed unlikely or even impossible. If you wanted them badly enough, you received them. Sometimes. You were told that then, unconsciously, you were using the magic. But this goes far beyond that. I don't know how. Neither do I. But you will learn, because if you don't, this all ends here, and that would spell disaster for the whole island. The sensitive retreats out of sight. Ominous words, though unexplained. Disaster for the whole island. What disaster? But it matters little now. You must repair the bridge. The magic is one of your special abilities. Press U to use it. Well, we're gonna look around here first, because again, it's what I do. There's a house on one side, or if not house, a building. We'll investigate that bridge after we look around in the building. Who's this? As you walk into the house, the man inside watches you warily. "Didn't your mother teach you to knock?" he says. He has a low, gravelly voice, which he seems unaccustomed to using. The room smells strongly of fish. Judging by the items around you, it's probably because he's a fisherman. Who are you? You got gumption busting into a fellow's house and demanding to know who he is, the fisherman says. You have to admit that he's right, but you press him until he responds. I'm a fisherman. I fish in the river and sometimes in the ocean. But I don't fish right now because my boat sprung a leak. I'm repairing it. The bridge is broken. Aye, so it is, the fisherman says. It's been that way for a day or two. Like as not, the sensitives will come along and repair it soon. In the meantime, the only way to the city is to boat across the river, but my boat is under repairs. So there's no way to cross the river? Not until the sensitives fix the bridge, no. The fisherman seems unconcerned. You must not go to the city very often. Do you have any tasks that you would pay someone to do? No. I heard Sophia might have something, and there's always work in the city across the river. The fisherman is quite a library for such a simple-seeming man. You glance at some of the titles, but none of them look useful to you right now. And nothing in there. Still interesting, though. Hold on, we need pants. Do we, actually? Yeah, Draco needs pants. Everyone else has pants except the lizard. Alright. Alright, he said to use U. Ah, it's special abilities. Use the magic. You can feel the magic flowing with the river, but unlike the river, it flows past the intact bridge and swirls around the broken part, as if the break created a barrier, a snag in reality that disrupts the flow of the magic. You can feel it, but trying to manipulate it is like trying to grab air. At most, you feel a little whiff of something as you close on nothing. It is infuriating, but at least on this first try, nothing happens. Let's try it again. You try again, and you can feel the magic more vividly now, more clearly, as if it had a texture, a fluid feeling. It snarls around the break in the bridge, a swirling vortex against the disharmony of the break. You reach out to it, to touch it, to turn it, to fix the tear, but you can't quite hold it. It is as if your fingers slip, though you are not touching it with your fingers at all. Maybe from a different place, a different angle. You can almost feel the magic flowing through this place. Feel its twisting way around the break in the bridge, but but you are too far away. You need to get closer to get onto the bridge itself to sense it better. For a third time, you reach out with the magic, hoping that this time you will be able to touch that tear, to mend it somehow. And you can. Your eyes are closed. Whatever you are sensing with, it is not them. The magic feels like clay, and you can shape it, turn it, close it around the tear, stopping up the opening and letting the flow ease by. As you push more of the clay magic into the tear, it heals. It closes. The swirl around the tear gets smaller and smaller until you close the tear altogether. Now the magic flows by, naturally, harmoniously, as if nothing has ever been wrong. You open your eyes and... The bridge! The bridge is intact! Without a sound, without a movement that you ever saw, it is simply put back together. You feel the urge to run across to see if it is really there. I fixed the bridge! Oh, good for you. Rarely have you gone this far from the farm. You know that there's a city to the north, along the coast of the island. I imagine that's probably where we're supposed to go. A group of sensitives stands here blocking the path. Not yet is all they will say to you. And it looks like there's other things around here. That must be... yeah, that must be the city that was mentioned. We'll investigate there shortly. Oh! There are 5 stone pillars here in a kind of pentagon or circle. You feel the magic strangely buzzing here, as if there is more energy here than elsewhere on the island, but you can't do anything with it right now. Well, okay then. I mean, I stumbled across it, but I guess we're not supposed to be here yet. That leads further west. You approach a cave with its entrance blocked by magical barriers. The magic of the island is polluted here. You're not sure what is wrong, but the magic feels befouled somehow, like a black oil slick over clean water. You cannot see any way to enter the cave right now, though. Abomination Cave. Oh, how ominous. Something tells me we are going to end up going here for some reason at some point, but not now. And this heads further west, but we can't get around. So the only other place to go, it seems, is into the city itself. We were told of a grove in the southwest that we'll need to take care of, so we will. And because I don't know how long we'll be in the city, it may be for a while, I'm going to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll go into the city and investigate. Then we'll find out more about the magic, though we weren't given any more information on what we're supposed to do. That'll be in the next... oh, actually, hold on. Let me take a look at something. I would like to see if... no, he's not here anymore. Alright then. Like I said, next episode, we'll go into the city and move on with the story. Till then, I am Chester44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.